What's up? Hey guys, I am back with a new video, and this one's gonna be a little different. It's actually a story time of the time I, played on a Ouija board. My experience wasn't as bad as others, but it's still an experience, and it still like makes me not want to play. And let's get to the story because intros are too long. Background before the actual Ouija board playing started happening. Alright, so this is how I got the Ouija board. So Nathan and his friends and I went to the 3rd Street, went to the promenade, the one in Santa Monica, and we were walking. We went to this store called the Puzzle Zoo, and we bought the Ouija board. And we were walking around with it, and people started to look at us, funny, because if someone's carrying around a Ouija board, you're like, please don't go near me. Please don't ever go near me. So then people started kind of telling us not to play on it. They were like, you guys shouldn't be playing that. And then the couple homeless people we asked were like, no, I played on it, don't play on it before. I threw mine away. I've had demons going me. And I'm like, well, I didn't really think about it at the time. I was like, yeah, it's just a game. Let's go have fun. And so when we got back to El Segundo, we got to the area, to a park, we wanted to play, and so we were messing around with it. We were trying to get it to work, but it wasn't working. I'm pretty sure we weren't doing it right, or we were just out in the open, and I don't know if we're supposed to play it out in the open. Anyways, nothing was happening, so I was like, it's a whatever thing. So they wanted me to take it home, so I took it home, right? So when I was taking it home, I was thinking to myself, should I play this on my own? And then I read, don't play by yourself, strictly don't play by yourself. So I didn't play by myself. Why would I ever do that to myself? And then my stepsister was sleeping over at my house, and I was like, I have this Ouija board. I have a Ouija board. And I have someone to play it with. She was all up for it. She was like, oh yeah, let's play it. It's a game. Yeah, let's go. And so we were playing it, right? We were like, oh, let's just play. It's just a game. And we were moving it. I was messing around with her. I was like, oh my God, it's moving. And stuff like that. And then all of a sudden we actually read the instructions and actually wanted to play the game right. So I read the instructions to her, and I read the instructions for myself because I don't want to die or have demons in me or anything like that. No bueno. Alright. And then we started playing, right? We started put the 2 hands or whatever, the fingers. I don't remember how to do it. But we put the fingers on there, and nothing was happening. We waited a little bit. We kept on asking things. Nothing was happening, but we did not leave the board. That was one thing. It's strongly, highly recommended, was do not leave the board. So I did not leave the board. Not once, not ever. So I had my fingers on it, and my stepsister, she felt chills go right through her, immediately. Her body just went ooh, that feeling chills, just you get really cold all of a sudden. My house isn't really cold at all, and it was just this random, and then all of a sudden I felt the chill, it went right here, it was more I was ooh, no, not today. And I kept on holding on. For a second I thought it was just me reacting, I don't know, placebo effect or something, me thinking, and I was oh, it's nothing, it's probably just a breeze from the window when the window isn't open. And I was actually thinking of reasons not to believe that this was actually occurring. So we kept on holding it, asking questions, and then all of a sudden, the absolute worst thing could have happened to me. Us in general. I have little lights around my room, those tumbler lights people put around, little ones. Well, mine's don't twinkle at all. They're Christmas lights. They just sit there. You turn them on, they sit there. And my heart began to race. This thing, it didn't move completely fast or to a yes or a no or a letter. It just was moving slow. I don't know how to explain it. It just was kind of moving a little bit. You could feel it though. And the lights started flickering. I remember it being so I'm trying to imagine my room now. I have lights all in each area, but only one area of the lights, which is not possible because it's all one light, started twinkling. It started to go like this, but kind of off. It didn't go like this. It was just kind of off, kind of going at different paces. And we kept on holding it, and my heart was racing, and it's just kind of chilling thinking about it, because I really wanted the whole moment to end, because I knew it was going bad. Like, even my voice is shaky right now. It was terrible. And it started to like move, like it was still moving slowly, and all of a sudden the lights completely went out. Completely. I honestly wish I had that. I could have recorded that, because like my facial reaction was like, I'm going to die right now. And then she started freaking out, and I felt bad, and then I started freaking out. I actually kind of had tears in my eyes, because I was like, this is actually working. I never thought in a million gazillion years, after videos I watched and everything, I never thought that it would actually work for me. Like, honestly, I thought it was just a game. I thought it was just a game. But then I actually got into the game. I heard about like things like this, that since it was doing all those things, I don't think it was a good like ghost or whatever, entity or whatever you call it. It was just really scary for me, and we just ended the, actually, no, here, we didn't actually end the game. We just kind of put the board back in its place, didn't say goodbye, and then like I read online you're supposed to say goodbye, and I got so scared. I was like, wow, it's been lingering in here for about like 20 minutes, and like we didn't say goodbye. And so I took it out again, and we did like the motions back and forth or whatever. I totally forgot how to do it. And we said goodbye, and I was so scared. Like, my heart's actually pretty racing right now, because the thought of that whole night, it was like probably midnight at the time, was so intense. Like, after it all occurred, I texted Nathan. I was like, oh my god, the craziest thing just happened. I was telling him all about like things, and the next day I told his friends. It was just so bad. I mean, it's not as bad as any other people have gotten. Like, people have gotten literally possessed from it, or people have like had nosebleeds. Mine was just like a light turning off, but that was just it for me. I was just done. And when everyone's asleep, it's just you two, it's dark, and the lights go off, and you can't turn them on. Like, we couldn't turn it back on. I had to get it fixed the next day. So, yeah. That was my experience with the Ouija board. I don't suggest anyone playing it, because my heart was just had a heart attack, and it was, I wouldn't say traumatizing, but like, it was just overall really scary. But I do still have the Ouija board, so I'm gonna show it to you all. If you ever get confused on what like a Ouija board looks like, or if you don't know, I don't know. I'm not taking it out of the box, because like, if it is still in there, like, let's keep it in there, keep like the demon in the box. Alright guys, so I am back with the Ouija board, and this is the exact same one we used that night. This one bought at the promenade at the store, I said in the beginning of the video, what was it called? Puzzle Zoo. We bought it there, and even the guy who worked there, he was like, we don't get returns on these because of the incidents that happened. Like, you can't return them. At least for my case, we can return them or something. And then he like suggested not to play it at all, because people had come back saying, oh my god, this game like is bad. Like, oh my god, I just opened it, and yeah, that's not gonna be good. But I'm not gonna open it, because it really does scare me. I'm actually having children now, and I want to go put it back. Put it back in its place. Actually, I put it underneath the bed, which was not a smart idea of me, because I'm gonna be scared walking in the room. But I'll put it back in the closet later. But I just want to say, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, and you got a little like advice on Ouija board experience, so you could try it yourself or not. I don't care. Don't die, please. I beg. And always say goodbye, please. Very good one. And if anything weird starts to happen, please say goodbye automatically. I really don't want you guys to die on me. I really don't. It's so scary. Or leave down in the comments below some of your Ouija board experiences. I'd love to hear them, because I think they're fun to listen to, even though they're kind of scary to listen to, but fun at the same time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you want another story time or another video or whatever kind of video, but anything works for me. I will be filming more and more and more, and let me know. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, morning, whenever you watch this. Hopefully it wasn't at night, although I know you're watching this at night. I love you, and Ruby vibes.